Hey guys, today we are going to paint a loose landscape abstract style watercolor. This one is going to be fun. This is one of those paintings I don't usually know how to explain. And it's not because it's complicated, but because it's intuitive. So today I want to talk about why I keep coming back to loose expressionism, trending hashtag for 2026, and why it's both my favorite way to paint and the hardest for me to teach. So I've decided this year, 2026, I am actually going to do a little bit more watching other artists to see how they do things. And this was one of the ones I watched by Nicholas Lopez, where he got all of this beautiful texture in his watercolors. And that's what I'm going to try to recreate here. Now, I did go back in to watch it a second time, and I do see some of the mistakes that I made, and I'm going to share those with you as well. Okay, so I'm going to try Daniel Smith's Moon Glow. Purple, but I'm hoping because it is quite pigmented, it's going to do the same thing. And I'm going to try some Quinn Gold with it. Now I have the expensive ones here, the Winsor Newton and the Moon Glow by Daniel Smith, but I also have my Rosa paints. So I thought I might test it just on both of them, just to see, if we're going to get that same. I don't even know if I'm going to get it, so I was going to say get that same look or not. So we're going to try it. You also need to have a squirt bottle of water, and you don't use a lot of water. So I'm going to use, I've got my, what do I have here? I've got my Meeden, I always want to say Meeden watercolor paper. I think I have that right. So it's a cold press, so it's got some texture. So we're going to see how this is going to go. Look at that, it's coming out of there already. So you have to have, probably have tube paint for this one. It's probably going to work the best, just like when I was using the palette knife and doing my palette knife painting. And if you haven't seen that, it's really, really fun. I suggest that you try it. It's using thick paints. And I will link that for you guys if you want to check that one out, because it's a really fun one. And I think it's very, very much a 2026 trend. So I'll probably be doing a little bit more of that. So for my brush, I'm just using my number 8 around Princeton. So I wet the brush. Again, we want pretty thick paint. So I'm going to go right in. You'll have to let me know if you prefer abstract paintings or if you like just regular landscapes. And also I want to tell you that all of these supplies are in the description box below. Click on more and you can see them all. And I think I have them all tagged for you. Look how dark that is. Isn't that pretty? So I'm only going to go on one portion of this. One half. Let's rinse that off. And I'm going to put in some of the Queen Gold now. Make sure I've got that nice and rinsed. Again, really thick with the paint. I'm not sure how much Queen Gold I'm going to use. I can see, I could picture this as a main scene here easily. I feel like I need more. I'm going to use up the rest of that. I don't want it to be, I got to have it thick. I don't know how much of that I need to have because we're playing. All right, so I've got that going on in there. I don't want to do too much to the top. I'm going to kind of leave that whitish, but okay, so I've got my squirt bottle. And he says you have to do this very carefully. You can't have it too wet. So, and it takes a lot of patience. Do its thing, hopefully, maybe. I gotta go back to watch Nicholas's here just to see if how much water he put in there. And so he's got some really, really thick paint. I might not have it thick enough. And he's got it tilted, so you do have to tilt it. I don't know if I have that wet enough. I'm gonna spritz a little more. Don't want it to quite run. I do need to tilt it. So let's just grab my paper towel roll here and we're just gonna, I think I wanna do it this way. And let's just see what happens. Ooh, so that's really runny there. I don't want it to be, you don't want it to be runny. You want it just to be wet. So that might be too wet, but we'll see. If it drips down in, that's part of the organic funness that we're gonna go with. I think I do need more paint. He used a lot of paint. But first test, we can see how things are already beginning to move a little bit. We've got some texture in here. So I think I'm going to just let that sit and come back to it. I don't know if I want to touch it or not. Let's give it more spreads. I just want a little movement in there. This is, you know, where you get to play. Almost, yeah, because it's kind of like, going to look like trees, sort of, kind of. Oh, look, I've got a little squiggle line here. Nothing going on here yet. But that is kind of what it does when he does the little squiggle. So he sits and kind of watches it, babysits up a little bit, lets it sit. I think I'm going to suck this up. I'm not real pleasant about that one. Let's see. Get back up there. There you go. Suckeropagus. It's like snuffleupagus. I think it's just too much water. I don't want to have too much, but I want to have enough. And because I am just playing with this the first time myself, I don't know what that right amount is. So I can manipulate some of that. I kind of like that as like some trees down in there. I don't want to manipulate too much though. Let's just go like, we'll go with that. So it's upside down, mind you. So when we turn this right side up, we may like it better, we may like it worse. Yeah, it's not moving a whole lot, but I don't know how long this is supposed to take either. Let's go this way for a little bit and see what happens. I do have it right there. There's some of it. Okay, there's some more things happening here now. I got it going on here, not much down here. I'm wondering if I have too much water or not enough water. I guess that's one of those things. You have to kind of play with it and find out. So one of the things that I missed when I first watched that video was that he actually pre-wet his paper and then let it almost dry. It was still damp when he started on it. I'm actually starting on dry, completely dry paper. I mean, everything moved, but I think I needed a lot more water than what I might have needed if I had gone in with it pre-wetted. Pre-wetted? Yeah. If I wet it beforehand and let it almost dry, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to probably have to try this a few times more, and I'm going to try different colors. And so, ooh, it's happening right there. I see it moving. See that right there? Okay, I'm going to leave it because this is starting to fall down in here, and I want to see what that's going to do. Okay, so it's happening over here. It's happening a little bit here now. Ooh, it's so exciting. This is not very wet right here. Oh, that might be too wet. Too close, Kelly. That's all right. Let it drip. Let's see what's going to happen. This is cool. I kind of took away that one line that was happening there. But that's all right. You know, it's one of those things you just kind of watch, and it's like it literally is watching paint dry. Like literally. Ooh, look over here. You see that? I mean, talk about organic, I guess, huh? Let's go this way with it now. I love that in there. There's not much happening up in here at all on the top. It's just basically water. And I think they did say something about the dark pigments, so like the very granulating pigments. So this might be really fun to try different paints with it. Okay, so I guess I'm going to let that sit for a little bit and come back to it. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's not, there's a little bit more movement here. I'm going to be curious to see how this dries. I don't know if I should add more water to it now or just kind of let it go. It's pretty as is, actually. I kind of like it. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I think I'm going to leave it this way. I might tilt it upright this way for a little bit just to see if we can get any movement over here. A little bit of it right here. So I think it's more of the moon glow. Didn't do much of it here, but I don't have a lot of pigment. You can see I've got more water happening here. And that did run in nicely to the moon glow here, but it kind of stopped there. This maybe needs a little bit more water. I might just give that another spritz. But all in all, I mean, it's atmospheric. It's very moody. It's very loose. That still has that realism to it, that soft realism. And once that dries, I might just fill in just a tiny bit of details in there. Okay, I'm going to try some more of this, and if you are a patron, stick around because we are going to finish this one up. And if you're not yet a patron, come join us over there for all of the bonus, the extra sketches, the extended lectures, the ad-free YouTube, all that fun stuff. It's a great place to be, and it's only $5 a month if you want to join me, and it helps support all of these free tutorials that I do here on YouTube. If you are interested in the 2026 trend, you can watch this video coming up next along with more watercolors on my full watercolor playlist. So thanks again so much for being here, and don't forget to hit that like and share button, and I would love to know what you guys think of these type of abstract landscapes. All right, have a wonderful new year.